I'd love to tell you all about the kingdom of the exceedingly tall. It was founded by our good friend Star Child Stilts. She, about 25 years ago, put stilts on for the first time, and she didn't take them off for 8 whole hours. And that's how she learned how to stilt walk. It was meant to be. And through her stilting escapades, she created Stilt Circus, which brought us here to Spencer.
She started collecting stilters, mostly California-based. Wouldn't you say like the biggest crew is around LA? She last year held some auditions, and I've been following her on social media. I live in the Midwest, and I was like, can I please video submit? Like, I would really love to work with you guys. So I got to do the video interview, and this is only my 3rd gig with Stilt Circus. I did the training at Sacramento, California State Fair last year, and then a little county fair near Salt Lake City in Weber County, Utah, a little over a year ago. So this is my first time in Iowa. This is one of the things that's so special about Star is she makes all of the costumes.
Yeah.
And she wins awards for them everywhere.
She really does.
Yeah. She taught herself to sew and just makes new ones all the time.
She's a creative powerhouse. And that's why we are so lucky we get to wear something new and extravagant for y'all every day.
And not just us, like there's other Stilt Circus performers at other fairs who are also wearing different costumes every day simultaneously. So they're out there.
Well, for me, I was possessed by my local circus studio in Arkansas Circus Arts, at the time Recreation Studios, but they wanted to win a prize in a Mardi Gras parade, and they thought we could win the prize money for our studio if we had the most stilt walkers. And so they said, who wants to learn so we can buy some stuff for our circus studio? And I put my hand up, and then I never got down. So that's how it's.
How many years ago was that?
That was 10 years ago for me.
Yep, I had a similar experience. I was like roped into a parade. But before that, so I started on stilts because I've always been interested in dance and movement. And after I realized I wasn't gonna make it as a professional ballerina, I just like got into different movement arts in St. Louis, one of them being circus arts and aerial. And that was so fun and addicting to me that I went to an aerial dance festival in Boulder, Colorado that happens every year, and they were offering stilt walking. And I was like, hadn't occurred to me as like a normal person that I could just try that. Like I thought you needed circus jeans or something. But sure enough, you can learn, like anybody can learn, and it's so fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I just, looked up workshops and different classes I could take and practice on my own, and that was over 10 years ago now.
So you just started with Stilt Circus?
Just last year.
Yeah, just last year for me as well. I also got to audition online because even though the auditions were in Los Angeles where I live, I was out of town working a different fair with a different group. And so I had been following Star Child and her partner Richard, they're the core 2 founders of Stilt Circus, but I had been following them for years. And when I found out I was going to miss the audition, I was heartbroken, and I reached out to her immediately. It was like, please let me video audition. So I'm so happy she let both of us do that, and now we're both here.
Hey.
And we've been friends online for a long time too, because it's a small, tall world out there. Yeah. It's hard to make it look easy. That's what I tell everyone. What's the easiest? I love parades. You give me a parade, I can just keep on moving. It's way easier to keep moving than to stand still. So we got this nice little wall right here.
I think I was on 5-meter stilts once in Arizona. There's a company called Flamchen. You know Paul?
Yeah.
Paul made, I think they were bamboo stilts. I don't know. I didn't have them on for very long, but like they were just kind of there as a gimmick for people who wanted to try them. You sit on the top of a scaff, and they're so heavy. Like,
oh my goodness.
I didn't let go and walk around. I just like felt the weight on my legs and was like, got the picture?
And I've been on 4-foot stilts, and that's only a foot taller than I am right now, but they were fun.
These 3-foot stilts are a typical height for outdoor gigging.
Little industry standard.
A lot of almost have slightly shorter ones too for indoor.
Oh, yeah.
So there are different kinds of stilts for different, like indoors or outdoors.
Yeah, different disciplines. Like sometimes the shorter stilts are better for doing more acrobatic movements. These 3-foot stilts are wonderful for dancing and strolling, and for like more extravagant costumes are nicer when they're taller. But theme park stilters use what looks like a drywall stilt. It's a little fancier than a drywall stilt, but that's what they use at Disneyland and stuff like that. What we have are called peg stilts, because we have this little bitty peg at the bottom.
And what are they made of?
Mine are wood. It's a wood laminate. Walnut and oak, maybe? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. Mine are aluminum with a little bit of steel. Most metal stilts break down to be able to travel easier.
These ones do not break down, so they travel inside a snowboard case.
Yeah, we have to get a little creative with how we pack things.
It's sports equipment.
I use a golf bag.
What's the longest time you've been on stilts?
6 hours.
Straight?
Yep, and I got the worst sunburn of my life.
Oh, yeah.
It was a time.
You ever get a sunburn with a fishnet top on? I got one of those at my first stilt gig. I don't know what's the longest time. I know at least 4 hours, though. I
Yeah.
kind of lose track. Sorry, I was touching that. Yeah, like they say, time flies when you're having fun.
Indeed.
I could
What was
tell
my
you a highlight
favorite?
from today already. Like
Yeah.
we stopped at a wine bar on the way to our Airbnb the other day and met a local couple who's telling us a lot about Iowa, and she tracked us down today and recognized us because there we are. Like we're not
Yeah.
hard to spot. So it's fun to like reconnect with people that we've seen in other contexts.
Hi, Karis.
Yeah.
It's definitely something we have to consider with our costuming. Like if you were here opening day, you might have seen us as giant butterflies. And opening day was the only day in this 9-day run that had wind speeds under 10 miles an hour. So we brought the big wings out on opening day for that reason, because the photos turn out better when there's not wind blowing our wings all whichever way. But typically it's just something we have to consider in advance, and I've stilted rain or shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is ideal though, like sunny
Yeah.
and breezy.
It's
not
beautiful
too
here.
hot. Yeah. We'll like keep our eyes out for holes and slippery stuff. Take smaller steps when it's dustier, you know. Also look out for low hanging branches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here in our dressing room we have a chair on top of a table, and that's a perfect height.
Yeah. I travel with a portable scaffold from Lowe's. And it's about 4 feet tall, and it folds flat and fits in my Prius.
Yeah.
And
We can also sit on the trunk of our car or the top of our car, depending on the height of the stilts, and get up easily from there.
this is
Professional.
the life. This is the career that that chose me more so.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be a stilt walker full
Hashtag
time.
I love my job.
I do. And it's like we'll do, I'll speak for myself, I guess. I'll do stilt walking gigs on the weekends, or if I get a fair contract like this, and then in the in-between times, I make costumes for myself and for other people. So that's how I supplement the performance income.
This is the first time we've actually gone to a destination stilt gig or a gig of any sort together.
Yeah. The first time meeting in real life was here in Iowa.
Yeah, we both travel for gigs often. She's like always traveling. I do a lot of like repeat events in St. Louis. Rock and roll show, beer festival, strawberry festival.
You can find me at electronic music festivals, the largest ones in the country.
Yeah,
But
discos
with
are fun.
Stilt Circus specifically does fairs, like county fairs and state fairs all over the country, even in Alaska.
It's awesome. It's so fun. Like we can't stop smiling.
Yeah, it's delightful.
And it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. Like when we saw on the map where it was at, and as even we were driving in for load in, we're like, where is everybody coming from? But they showed up.
We sure did.
I like that nobody's upset to see us. Like, yeah, it's,
Typically.
it's a constant exchange of joy. It just feels like literally uplifting.
Yes, indeed. That's my favorite part too, is just making people smile and spreading more joy in the world, because there's a lot of things that can drag us down these days, but you can't drag me off these stilts, and it's going to make everyone smile. Try not to smile. I dare you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of children here who've never seen stilt walkers before, and to see their faces light up with a variety of emotions and reaction to us has been really fun too.
All right, so you can find us every day of the Clay County Fair. We'll be roaming all around the fair, so you got to keep your eyes to the sky. Look for us in a different costume each day at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. Happy Clay County Fair from your tall friends of Stilt Circus.